In a world that is just buzzing with artificial intelligence, it feels like all we ever talk about is which jobs are going to disappear next. It's a conversation that's just filled with anxiety, right? But today, we're going to flip that script completely. We're going to explore a much more empowering idea.
I mean, really think about that. What if this whole tech revolution isn't actually about replacing us, but about reminding us what makes us so irreplaceable in the first place? This is the core idea we're diving into today, that our most human traits are, right now, becoming our greatest professional assets.
So here's our roadmap. We'll kick things off with the automation wave, what's happening right now. Then we'll get into 3 uniquely human domains: creativity, empathy, and strategy. After that, we'll look at how the future is really all about collaboration. And we'll wrap up with what all of this really means for you.
Okay, so first things first. Let's be real. This automation wave, it's not some sci-fi myth. It is here. It is absolutely reshaping the workforce. And yes, certain tasks are definitely being handed over to algorithms. But I want you to notice the clear dividing line here. On one side, you've got what AI is a master of: predictable, rule-based work. Think data entry, scheduling, cranking out simple reports. It loves patterns. But look over on the right. That's the frontier AI just can't conquer: creativity, empathy, strategic judgment. And that, right there, is where our story really begins.
So this brings us right to our first human superpower: creativity. And listen, this isn't just about being able to paint or write a song. No. It's a fundamental way of thinking that is, for now, completely and exclusively human.
See, at the very heart of creativity, you have something called divergent thinking. It's this amazing ability to look at a single point and see a whole universe of possibilities, just branching out from it. And AI? It's built on existing data. It's designed to converge on the most probable answer. We humans, we can invent a completely new question.
And then there's the next layer: emotional nuance. I mean, real creativity is just soaked in our lived experiences, our joys, our heartbreaks, our hopes. An algorithm can mimic the style of a sad song, sure, but it has never actually felt loss. That authentic feeling, that's the secret ingredient that connects with us on a much, much deeper level.
And that gets us to the most crucial point: human intent. An AI can generate an image, no problem. But an artist? They paint with meaning. They aren't just arranging pixels on a screen. They're trying to communicate a feeling, a message, a purpose. And that's the huge difference between simple production and true human origination.
This whole idea of feeling, it leads us perfectly into our second big human advantage. If creativity is all about the unique power of the mind, this next one, well, this one is all about the heart. Welcome to the empathy edge.
Emotional intelligence. It's our ability to truly see another person, to understand what they're not saying, to connect with their situation, and to offer genuine comfort. And as the world gets more and more efficient and automated, this deeply human skill, it doesn't just become valuable, it becomes absolutely precious. I mean, just think about the jobs that are fundamentally about human connection. A therapist, guiding someone through trauma. A teacher, inspiring that one kid who feels totally lost. A caregiver, offering comfort. A leader, uniting a community. And AI can't do any of this, because these jobs aren't about processing data. They're about building trust. This quote just nails it, doesn't it? In an age of artificial intelligence, our authentic intelligence, our emotional and social smarts, that's the new gold standard. Okay, so we've got creativity, we've got empathy. The third and final piece of this human trifecta is our ability to think strategically, to really see the big picture and guide us all into the future.
So AI is absolutely incredible at step 1, analyzing massive amounts of data. But human leadership, that goes so much farther. We weigh context, the unwritten rules, the political climate, the cultural nuances, and, most importantly, we apply our values. We don't just ask, what's the most efficient outcome? We ask, what is the right outcome?
This contrast just captures the two roles perfectly. The AI can model potential futures based on the data it's fed. But a human leader, they apply foresight. They navigate these incredibly complex ethical dilemmas, and they make decisions based on a deep understanding of human values. An AI follows code, a leader follows a conscience.
So, if AI is handling the data and we're handling the creativity, the empathy, and the strategy, what does that actually look like? Well, it's not a competition. It's probably the most powerful collaboration in human history.
So here it is. This is the key takeaway. The
The winning formula for the future is using AI for what it does best: speed, scale, precision, while we provide what only we can: vision, meaning, and purpose. Think about a doctor who's using an AI to diagnose a disease with unbelievable accuracy, which frees her up to spend more time on the human side, comforting the patient and actually planning their care.
You see, success in the coming decades isn't going to be about fighting AI, not at all. It's going to be about leveraging it as an incredible tool to amplify our most essential human capabilities. It's about being the pilot, not the passenger.
And that brings us to our final and, I think, maybe the most important insight of all. It's really time to reframe how we see this entire technological shift.
Just let that sink in for a second. By taking over the robotic, repetitive parts of our jobs, AI is literally forcing us to become more creative, more empathetic, and more strategic. It's pushing us to double down on the very things that make us human. So it's not making us obsolete, it's making us essential.
Ultimately, thriving in the age of AI isn't about trying to outcompute the machine. It's about leaning into our humanity more deeply than we ever have before. That right there, that is our ultimate competitive advantage.
So, I'll leave you with this question. Just take a look at your own work, your own life. Where do your creativity, your empathy, your judgment, where do they shine the brightest? Because that's not just your human edge. In the age of AI, that is your future.
Hey, if you found this perspective valuable and you want to keep exploring how to sharpen your own unique human skills in this new world, make sure you subscribe. Thanks so much for joining me.